Hey guys, long time no hear, right? I know it has been so long since I've had a video out, but honestly, I've been in a bit of a funk and I'm going to tell you about that. But first, let me tell you what today's video is about. I'm going through and I'm going to get the front room all cleared-ish. Everything is ish with me. Cleared-ish out. I have my sectional being dropped off this day, but then I'm also going to work in my kitchen a lot because I made an absolute mess of my kitchen just trying to find pretzels this morning. So you'll see me go through and declutter that. But first I'm going to work in the front room here and just vacuum up in places that I normally don't get to, just because the love seat is out of here. The chairs are moved. I needed to put them outside. I didn't realize that they weren't going to fit through the one doorway, but we'll work on that later. For now, we're just going to vacuum and try and start functioning normal. And I say that because the funk that I'm talking about is just, oh, and the video of the cats playing, because they absolutely loved the way I set up these chairs here. They were going crazy all day when I was doing this. But back to the funk. It's just that early sunsets, cold weather, just not my thing. I don't like it. I kind of hibernate and I lack motivation and all of that. I don't want to self-diagnose anything, but it's starting to turn around. I'm starting to notice the sun setting later. We're changing our clocks this weekend, so don't forget to change your clocks. And we'll all get back to normal and have sunny, fresh days again, right? And hopefully this rain will move out because it's been raining for days now. But yeah, vacuuming, and then you're going to see my mess in my kitchen next. Okay, so here is the mess that I make. This stuff is all the stuff I pulled out of my cabinet. This is stuff that I grabbed at Costco yesterday. I'll let you in on my thoughts of Costco versus Sam's Club. I always do Sam's Club, but I was looking for these. Just plain old pretzel sticks. However, in order to find them, I made this mess because this cabinet is an absolute mess. You can see I tore everything apart. So I think what I'm going to do is put containers in there to try and make it a little easier to find the snacks and to see that they don't get pushed all the way into the back and then either go stale, expire, or just completely get crushed and nobody eats them. So I'm going to do that now. When you and me were poor, stirred, and all we had was time. I'm going to use these bins that I grabbed at the Dollar Tree. I've had them for a little bit, but I know they still have these, and they also have them in like a dark gray color. I think they'll work really well in this cabinet because they're a little more collapsible. They're structured on the top, but the bottoms of them are a little more squishable. It's, for lack of a better word, that's the word I got, squishable, because it is a corner cabinet and it is hard to get stuff in and out, and it kind of branches off, and that's why stuff keeps getting like tossed to the back or in the corner, sight unseen. It either goes stale, gets crushed. So we're going to work on that. I do have a tip for closing your bags up once you've opened them. I use the binder clips that you can find also at the Dollar Tree. I find you can buy a box of those a lot cheaper than buying the chip bag clips. I know usually when I see them, there's like 3 of them and they're like $5, where you can buy the binder clips at Dollar Tree for the $1.25, and you usually get like 5 to 10 binder clips in there. So I've been using that for a while. I love that system. It works really well. So a little tip, binder clips. That's for sure. Okay, so I'm going to give you my thoughts now on Costco, and I'm going to insert a picture that I was shocked about at first, which is the sectional. It was dropped off in 3 boxes, which I guess I needed to deep dive a little more into the fine print. I had this in my cart for a little while, and I would go through and read reviews and then read updated reviews. And all the reviews sounded like it was set up for them. Like they would come in, they would set it up, it would be all done. So I was a little shocked when they came in and just dropped the boxes and left. And I was like, oh, okay. Here's the sectional, by the way. Nick and I were starting to put it together. So I was a little shocked by that. And then I was really shocked when I went in store to pick up a few things. I will say they had stuff in Costco that I don't find in Sam's Club, which I did appreciate, but the price of everything in Costco was much higher, I think, than Sam's Club was. And I compared like paper towels, toilet paper, because those are usually my big items that I buy when I go to Sam's Club. Paper plates, like stuff like that, like household stuff, things that I buy for the house, and detergents. I know I've mentioned before that I do a lot of couponing stuff, so I will save money on certain things that way, but I had real sticker shock when my total came up in Costco. So I would probably keep my Sam's Club membership before I would renew my Costco membership. I have it for the year. I will say look into programs to get discounted rates on your memberships. I know for my Sam's Club, I try to make sure they're running some kind of special, although if you're not a new member, they don't. Costco never runs specials. You can get student discounts if you have a student, or if you have a service member, or if you have a like a first responder worker, like nurses, EMTs, police, stuff like that, they can get discounted memberships. But I was really surprised at how expensive Costco was. A bigger scale, the world inhales as we go. I wouldn't want it any other way. No, no, no. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover, agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond road. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Now I'm moving into the next day, and I happen to find this in one of my Sam's runs. It's a 24 count of glass containers with those little click lock lids. I want to try and get rid of the plastics that I have, especially the ones that Greg takes to work and he microwaves in them, and I know that's just so bad. So we're going to try and get this glass set to work a little better for us. Plus I want to do some meal prepping and meal planning, which I don't know if I'm like biting way more than I can chew all at once, because I don't plan, I don't prep. I do, however, go to the store and I'll do a big order, but it'll be I'll buy my meats and I'll buy stuff that I'm running out of in the house. But I never go with the intentions of this is what I'm going to make on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Then what winds up happening is I'm like, okay, I have pork tenderloin. What am I going to make with the pork tenderloin? Or like, how am I going to prep it? And now I have to run to the food store, which we know when you run to the food store, you don't go in for just that one item that you need. You wind up coming out with a whole handful of stuff. And I say handful because our area doesn't do plastic bags, and I always forget to take my bags to the store. So I'm literally walking out arms full of just juggling everything that I just picked up at the store, which is so expensive as well. So we're going to see if this works. I'm going to go and wash all of these, get them sitting here drying, and as they're going to dry, I'm going to work on that cabinet.
Wanna leave a mark so that I can be sure that you remember what's been. I used to be satisfied, stayed over the surface.
This is the cabinet that I'm talking about. This usually has just all of our cereals and then all of our containers. And I know it's been a while since I've bought cereal, so I'm sure there's stuff in here that has to go.
Everything behind, knowing there is more in life that I want. Now I wanna embrace life, you and I side by side, knowing there is more in life that I want. So many questions that I wanna ask, but I can't find the reasons why. You always find a small excuse to leave. What's your excuse to make me cry? My love was lost when you came and took it all. My mind says stop, but my heart is screaming out. Don't go, just leave, no stay with me. I'm incomplete. I got mixed emotions, can't make my mind up. Just leave, no stay with me. I'm incomplete. I got mixed emotions, can't make my mind up. How can I love you when you're not around? How can I let you let me down, down, down? How can I long for you feeling so small? Love should be everything or not at all. My love was lost when you came and took it all.
Okay, so I decided to go with all glass containers. I do have this little bento that Mia takes back and forth to clinicals and school, but for the most part, everything except for these are glass. These are plastic, but we usually just put like ketchup or mustard or something like that. And I'm going to show you the pile of stuff that I'm getting rid of. Okay, so here's the pile of stuff I'm getting rid of. These cereals here, I've had them since October. I don't even know if they're any good. The dates say that they're still good, but my guess is if I pour them out in a bowl, they're going to be stale. Here are all the plastic stuff. These are water filters for the old fridge that were stuck in the back of that cabinet. I have one of these plastic containers, lid no container. I have the opposite problem. I have these containers, which are all plastic, which Greg usually takes for work, but heats in the microwave, and I know that's so bad. But these are all of my lids. I don't know what happened here. I have so many more lids than containers. So we're gonna get rid of these. And then this is all just again, plastic. And you can see, like, when you're heating stuff in them and cutting, that's just not good. So I think the glass will be a better option.
I'm on the train headed back to Indiana. The rain is forming into rivers outside, writing down all the things that I miss, and in the letters you take form. No, I won't go back tonight with the habits of the restless me. I'm leaving all that stuff behind. We can start all over in our hometown, running free. It could be everything that we were chasing. I'm impatient just to see how you make everything fall into place. How you make everything fall into place.
Now I'm going to move on to the cabinet that's above my refrigerator. I knew this needed to be worked on because I was having a hard time putting the cheese grater away, and you can see why. This thing is packed, everything's kind of fallen over. So I'm going to go through and see what we're going to keep in here and then try to reorganize everything that will stay.
I'm gonna hold you tighter this time around. Not feeling like I need to escape. The world outside only made me numb. 'Cause I just wanna be here in our hometown, running free. It could be everything that we were chasing. I'm impatient just to see how you make everything fall into place.
Okay, so mission accomplished on getting the cheese grater back into this cabinet. However, as I'm going through this right now, I noticed that there is a plate on the very bottom of all of this that I never use, and there's also a bowl that has a green rim. You can clearly see it has a chip in it, but I keep it out of obligation. I think I'm going to go back in and get rid of that. It was a gift, and I feel like I'm obligated to keep it even though I don't use it, and it just sits up in that cabinet, and there's a chip in it, and it's not safe to use anymore. And I'm sure the person who bought it for me wouldn't want me to keep it out of obligation. So I'm going to go and do that. I am moving on now to the Lazy Susan. Figured I was in this corner, I might as well work on this because I knew that there was stuff in here that was expired, and then also stuff that doesn't need to be in this area. It can be in another area, like I have my baking stuff down here. I can put that in a different area that won't take up such precious space that I have in my kitchen. And I have a little bin for all of my baking stuff, so I should just keep it all together and try and make life a little simpler.
Your shadow stretching on the floor while the sun gets low. I got a feeling that the glow deep inside my core needs to breathe to flow. We push it right on through. I know you need it too, because we have been working hard right from the very start. Who knew we'd get this far? But now it's time for us to stay out until it's late. We've come a long, long way, so...
I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I will leave you with this little piece of advice. Don't stress out about trying to declutter your house. Don't do these big, massive declutterings that are just completely overwhelming, that by halfway through you're done. Yesterday I did one cabinet and I was like, you know what? Yeah, I did one cabinet yesterday. Today I was able to, get a little more motivation and get 3 done. And I'm like, nice, I got 3 cabinets done. But guess what? Tomorrow, it may just be a basket that I go through and declutter, and that's okay. It's all about baby steps, and it's all about not stressing out, not worrying about Pinterest perfect and all of that unattainable. For some people, it might be attainable, and that is great for them. Me personally, I have drop zones, I have shoes in my corner, and that's okay. I hope you guys enjoy your day. Don't forget to change your clocks, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.